hear more about Arsenal's failure than Spurs' success. Yes, that's true.
No, that's not true.
It's true. Look at you. I told you, you're on facing potential relegation from the Premier League, and you're more concerned. You had your fans the other day saying you'd rather lose that game against City when all the trouble that you're in. And the fact that there's still half of the season left.
That. He wasn't saying
Loads of your fans are saying it. Loads of you.
Maybe 2 years ago.
Even this weekend, your philosophy, a lot of the mindset of your fans is you just want to stop us. Rather than saying to yourself...
Double-edged sword this weekend.
Yeah, I'll get
It's a double-edged sword this weekend.
You need to win.
Do you know,
we need to win.
Should I tell you I know why you're lying, you two? You know why, right? Because when Arsenal... when Arsenal were not going too well and Tottenham were changing for the title and things like that, and you lost to Chelsea, you didn't lose to Chelsea, you drew 2-2 to Chelsea. I got as much satisfaction out of you than when Arsenal won the following game or the week before when it didn't really matter. You know what I mean? It was a top 4 thing. So they were playing.
You got satisfaction.
I loved it.
So you care more about? I don't understand what the argument is.
The argument was that as an Arsenal fan, you not winning that game, I got more enjoyment out of you not beating Chelsea than Arsenal beating Sunderland the day before.
Yeah, but they were going to...
So you're saying you agree?
Arsenal.
No, but there's a difference.
There's a difference there. Spurs' failure than Arsenal's success.
When you're going for titles, when you're not going for it...
You're saying we're lying because you feel the same.
No, I'll tell you this, right?
Tell me you're not lying. Do you get as much satisfaction out of Arsenal losing in this moment in time?
I get a lot of satisfaction.
Let me just say, but Lee, let me just say, right? I'll be honest with you, right? Me, personally, when we're going for titles over the last few seasons, I get a satisfaction out of Tottenham losing, but there is no time that we be playing Tottenham and I want us to lose, right?
We've been lucky that's never happened.
Right, or we're playing other games and I'm like, I hope we lose, so it stops Tottenham. No, I want Arsenal to win every game. I see your fans time after time.
You know what, Robbie?
The one that blew my mind, right? The one that blew my mind was this season, right? Because, listen, it's facts. We want you to lose, you want us to lose. And it's rivalry, and that's cool. But this season, when you played City, you're in trouble. You're in serious trouble. And it ain't like I get it a couple of seasons ago when it's the last couple of games and you can stop. That one I got right. But the one the other day, I'm like, you've got loads of games left. You've got to get yourself out of trouble.
You would have known that the Spurs fans were backing the team. The Spurs fans
No, you weren't, man. I watched that game on TV. Even the commentators saying, it's a weird atmosphere in
there. We were getting back 2-0 second half when we put it on them and we got those 2 goals back. The stadium went crazy.
Only when you got the goal back and that. But
because we were playing
the game started. Remember the commentators going, I've never witnessed an atmosphere like this. It's so strange. It's almost like they don't care. Like Gary Neville saying, it's almost like they don't.
Robbie, back in 2019, Spurs were in the Champions League final, Arsenal in the Europa League final. I remember the content on your channel clearly.
What we were saying, would you rather win?
Exactly.
But not everybody,
a lot of fans,
a few other fans, a lot of Arsenal fans, hold on,
you said it.
A lot of Arsenal fans will say, let's just win our game and whatever.
What did you say?
Right, and a lot of people said,
the majority on your video.
By the way, right, you're talking about bottle. What about that?
I've never wanted Arsenal to lose. But I'll tell you what, if God would have come down to me and said, which is a hypothetical question, right, and said, look, Arsenal lose this Europa League final, but Spurs lose the Champions League, I would have took that.
But you know what? That one's different.
You agree?
That's different.
That's different.
You know why it's different? It's not slap bang in like with about 15 games to go. You're in trouble. You're losing game after game after game, and you'd rather City win.
You said you would rather give up a trophy to stop Tottenham winning a trophy.
That was your mentality. It would have been a smaller trophy. It would have won the Europa League. You'd have won the Champions League. Come on, you lot would have been the same. Because if someone says to you, right, all right, if someone says to you, let me give you a question. Survive this season, right, but Arsenal win the league, or you go down and we don't win the league. What will you take?
A year in the Championship ain't that bad.
I'll change it.
No, I'm joking. Of course I want to
stay up, right? You can stay up if Arsenal win the league and the Champions League. or you get relegated? What would you do?
I think I'd have to say stay up just because it would be so catastrophic if we were to go down. No, it was being a bit facetious, but I think if we were to go down financially for us, that could be a big hit for the future already, and we're hearing about sponsors pulling out of Tottenham because of how bad we are. So if we were to go down, all the financial stuff we've built over all these years could come. It's like a house of cards.
Survival trumps over everything.
Yeah, we need to survive. We need to survive.
I need to say this.
What's that?
Beyonce would still turn up, man.
We've been very, very fortunate as Arsenal fans over the years, right? And I'll tell you why in two things. All the times that I've supported Arsenal, right, I've never ever wanted Arsenal to lose a game of football again. So like, we've never been in that position. Never ever been in that position. But I've been in it on a few occasions. Even at Man United, if you'd have beaten Man United that day, we'd have won the league. And I think. Is it Sol Campbell?
99.
Ferdinand,
scored. When it go 1-0 up. I know that there were Spurs fans in that game that go, oh my God, what are we doing?
Yeah.
We've never ever been in that position, fortunately.
No. All right, let's get